Hello! Hi guys, it's Andy. As you can see by the title of this video, I'm going to be explaining exactly what this certain enigmatic forest, as I've called it, is. Basically, I don't know if I can actually do this basically. I think we should begin with the fact that this area that I'm referring to, it's near this body of water. The water is actually a flood-controlled dam. You take a boat through the dam, and then there's a bunch of campsites. Myself and Lucas have been camping there periodically ever since like we were born, basically. Same thing with our parents. My mother and his father would camp with, our grandparents. So it's basically just a well-known area for my entire family. So because Lucas and I have been camping there periodically throughout our lives, we can't remember precisely when we stayed there, but we have a pretty good idea of certain times. And one time in particular, I believe it was around 2001, maybe 2000 or 2002, summertime. We stayed, myself, my cousin Lucas, and a bunch of other people that I don't know if they want to be mentioned or not, but they were all there. And I was probably, if it was 2001, I would have been, how old am I now? 24. Been 11 years old, and Lucas would have been 8 or 7. So if that was the case, that was how old we were. And because we're so awesome, we ended up, just going out by ourselves into the woods. I mean, we didn't go very far, but for us it felt like we were actually going on an adventure. And we ended up going off because there are trails, the designated hiking trails. I don't think we went very far on those trails. I think we veered off into the woods itself. But the thing is, I can't remember. Nor does he. We don't remember how we got, what happened. All I know is that eventually we got to this one particular area, which is what I'm going to be talking about, which is the whole point of this video and the series coming after this video. After the potential hiking trails, or just potentially the woods, we end up in this one very, very strange place. We both vividly remember the sky being kind of dark. It wasn't quite raining, but it looked like it could at any minute. We were surrounded by trees, which was understandable because the whole area is huge. I mean, surrounded by. It was like an open field, but surrounding the field was trees on every side, like in a circle almost. This is how I remember it. And in the field, it seemed to go on for quite a ways. I don't remember what direction we came from. We obviously had to go through the forest to get there. But then I don't remember if how far we walked through it, and then how we got out of it. I don't remember how we came in. I don't know how we came out. I just remember walking or running, in a certain case, getting there, being mesmerized, then somehow leaving, running back, and then it comes a blank. Then we're at our campsite. Neither of us can remember how to get there, or the strange thing is, if it even existed. It basically had to exist because we both remember it so vividly, even though we were pretty young. But the thing, one time we did this multiple times. One of the times, it was when my dad came to visit. He followed us while we were taking one of these walks, and I remember it took like 15 minutes. I think me and Lucas were running, trying to get away from him, trying to hide for whatever reason. but I think he ended up staying very close behind us. And somehow we got there, and somehow he followed us into this area. And he doesn't remember it at all. But like I said, we ended up doing something and getting right back to the campsite. So I guess what I'm trying to get at is that we remember it. Luke and I remember it, but we don't know where it is. We don't know if it's even real. We don't know if, like, how much of it we're imagining. And we would just really like to find it again, although we have no idea how to get there. We know where it kind of is, but we haven't been there since probably 2001, so neither of us, I mean, I think we'll be able to find it, but I don't know if we can, and if we will, like if it like I said, if it even exists. So that's basically the gist of this series. Anytime we do a series like this that needs backstory, I unprofessionally just stand in front of the camera and explain what's going to be happening. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening as we try to do this. Hopefully it goes well. I hope we find it. But who knows? Maybe if we do find it, something extreme will happen. I don't know what else to say. I hope you stick around and watch the rest of it, and I hope it goes well. Farewell.